Morning yogis, thank you for joining me today for this morning yoga sequence. Hopefully you'll be feeling a little bit more limber and a bit more space in the body and the breath and in the mind after we take this 10-minute sequence together. Okay, so we'll start by finding a comfortable seated position, cross-legged, kneeling, whatever's comfortable for you to keep the spine lifted, and then we'll softly let the eyelids close, turn the palms face up. We're just taking a few deep breaths in and out through the nose here in your own time. Be aware of your surroundings, be aware of any sounds that you can hear. And then we'll bring the focus once more into the breath. So as we breathe a little bit deeper, we'll just try to equalise the inhales and the exhales. So if you find that you're breathing in for a count of 4, try to breathe out for a count of 4. And then with your next exhale, allow the eyelids to flutter open. We arrive in our practice. So we'll start off with twists. We're going to concentrate with twists mainly in the core and just be aware it's the first time we've really moved our body this morning, so take it easy. So we're taking the left hand to the outside of the right knee or the right thigh, right fingertips behind the back. We're going to inhale to lift and lengthen through the spine, try to keep the shoulders in line with the hips, and then as you exhale we're going to twist the body around, engaging through the core and looking back over your right shoulder. With each inhale, let's try and lift through the spine a little bit more. With each exhale, just finding a bit more twist. And come back round to centre. Lovely. I'm going to take the right hand to the left knee or the outside left thigh. Left fingertips behind the back. Inhale to lift and exhale to twist. And then we bring it all the way back round, back into centre. Take a couple of shoulder rolls if you want them here, releasing any tension through the neck and the shoulders. And then when you're ready, we'll come into a tabletop position. So we're moving over onto the hands and the knees. Fingers spreading wide, wrists below the shoulders, knees below the hips. The tops of the feet are pressing down into the mat and the core is engaged. You're drawing the navel up towards the spine. As you inhale here, we're going to lift through the tailbone, lift the chin and the chest, drawing the shoulder blades down the spine as we move into cow. Then as you exhale, we'll round through the spine, tuck the tailbone under, chin comes in towards the chest for cow. Inhale for cow. And then with your exhale, moving back into cow pose. One more time, inhale cow. And then exhale to cat. Back into neutral spine, and then we'll tuck the toes under on both feet, trying to get as many of the toes tucked under as you can and try to spread them out so they get a nice little stretch. Then one time only, we're going to inhale to lift the tailbone, chin and the chest into cow with the toes tucked. And then as you exhale, round through the spine, tailbone tucks under, chin to chest for cat. Bring it back into neutral spine. We'll flatten the tops of the feet, take a big breath in. And then with your exhale, sit the bum back to the heels. We're going to reach the arms forwards, extended child's pose. So in extended child's pose, your forearms and your elbows are completely lifted. We're actively reaching forwards into that stretch. If you want to take this a little bit deeper, we're going to come up onto the fingertips, up to you. One more big breath in here. And one more releasing breath out. Then we'll flatten the hands again. Inhale to come into hands and knees, keeping the hands where they are. As you exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, press back into our first down dog. So we're going to keep a little bend in the knees here, and we'll start to pedal the feet out to release any tension through your calves. So we want to make sure that the ears stay in between the biceps. The spine is nice and long. Nice. Okay, I'm going to take this into a little bit of a sequence now. So as you inhale, bring the knees onto the floor into tabletop. As you exhale, press back into extended child's. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, extended child's. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. And one more time. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, extended child's pose. From here, we're going to move back into relaxed child's pose, taking the arms beside the body, shoulders melt over the knees. 3 deep breaths here. We'll take the arms forwards, come back up to sit on the heels, and then we'll move into wide child's pose, our final pose before we come back to the front and sit down. So I'm going to keep the toes together, take the knees out wide, maybe to the width of the mat, but listen to your body. So notice how this feels a bit different when we come down. We're going to slide the hands forwards, taking the elbows and the forehead down onto the mat. If that doesn't feel so good for the neck to be hanging, then you can stack the arms up underneath the forehead and rest it there. So we'll be here for about 2 deep breaths. And I'm going to walk the hands back up, bringing the knees back together, coming into your comfortable seated position to finish. Palms face up when the knees are in the lap. Close the eyes, release and relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Take a moment here to come back into your body, notice the sensations. Notice also how you're feeling in the mind right now and in the heart. And then we'll bring the hands together at heart center, taking the chin down a little bit towards the chest. Quietly thanking yourself for making this time to move your body in the morning and start your day right. So thank you for sharing your practice. Thank you for joining me this morning. Namaste.